So my dad unfortunately has what are called heel spurs. They're like an extra bone on the back of your heel that sort of grows, and it's very uncomfortable at a certain age because it rubs differently, and when he was an athlete as a child, it's a long process of how these developed, but they did develop, and he's unfortunately had to have two surgeries to get them removed. One of which was last year. It was during spring break, and it was when my mom was still working bedside, still going to class. My sister was in Chicago, and my brother was just sort of dealing with his own things, and it was really just me and my dad at home a lot of the time. So I had to be there for him. I had to sort of like entertain him the first few days when he wasn't on his feet. And just being there for my dad and like helping him was just sort of very like humbling experience of watching as like he had helped me for so long, and my dad has been a huge inspiration in my life and has been a huge part of my life. So being there for him was something that I love to be, and it was really just about being caring and being principled in what I was doing and how I was helping him and paying attention to him, because there were a couple of times that I got like invited to go out with my friends, but my dad was home alone and I couldn't just leave him home alone while he was there injured. Like, spending time with him and being with him in that time was really necessary, and I needed to be there for him because of all the things that he had done for me. And it wasn't just like a payback sort of situation, but it was just being there for my father the way that he had always been there for me, and just building that bond even more with my father. That was what was truly important to me in that situation, and watching him heal and get better. And he went from a boot to a scooter, and from that scooter he went to a walking boot, and he was just ready. And my dad is such a fighter, he's such a strong man, and watching him do that really motivated me to again just believe in the fact that like no matter what injuries or what setbacks I'm dealing with, you can get over them and you can move forward from them. Even if they immobilize you for months, you can get through anything and you can walk again. And he's inspirational to me. But that situation of caring for him and being with him and connecting to these issues that like some people have these heel spurs and they can't help themselves, they can't get the surgeries, that again just opening to like that international consequence and national consequence of healthcare. My parents are both nurses, and still there was confusion with how my dad was going to get his scooter back to the hospital. It's like our healthcare system is so just messy and complicated that even two nurses can't properly navigate it, and that's something that impacts every single person. And it's amazing to me that it hasn't been fixed and it hasn't been addressed in the way that it needs to be. And it's something I want to work on in college and in grad schools, working with healthcare systems around the world to improve global healthcare and global healthcare access, because it's something that everybody needs.